Welcome to the 21st episode of the Fourth Inning Podcast, the podcast where four friends talk about their well-known for sports. My name is Josh, and today I am joined by my good friends Blake, Tristan, and Matt. If you don't already follow us on social media, make sure to do so. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Fourth Inning Pod. And I'm now going to give the floor to Matt as he's going to break down some of the top performances in sports from the past week.
Thank you, Josh.
Whoa,
yeah.
boy!
Didn't expect that.
Time it's ever been this week.
Yes,
by far the earliest.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, off guard. He's off
I
guard.
was caught off guard, but I do have a joke. And
Nice.
You better. Think one up right there?
Calculator. Get the calculator out.
Gotta get the calculator out.
Calculator.
I like this one, but
Do we,
I'll
though?
have to-
Do we?
we-
What's your?
will find
Does
out.
anyone know what your high is?
I had like
Was it last one?
25 one time.
Oh, what?
I had like 25
Oh,
one
really?
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're not beating that. I don't think it will.
It's going to be a while.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Go
Let's
ahead.
hear it.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're ready. All right. What vegetable can work as a sports announcer?
I'm not sure.
Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Wait, give me a second.
A commentator.
Oh,
Commentator.
that's creative.
Okay.
Technically, a potato is not a vegetable.
That gets creative.
a
ones.
commentator.
Technically, it's not a vegetable, but yeah.
That does
I
get-
get it.
It's a good one.
Good.
I like
that
it.
is-
It's
that
a
is-
I like
it's
it,
a
man.
starch.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
It's a starch
It's a
vegetable.
It's a starch.
Yes.
Blake,
Okay.
start us up with that.
I respect the joke. I'll give it a.
Hello? Blake?
Tristan, you go. Give me a basis of what we're.
I'll
we're
go
thinking
7.1.
Thank you.
Very good joke, Matt.
Blake, go ahead.
here. 7, 8.
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay. Possible. No.
You know,
record.
I'm-
Can't be a record.
You know, I got to give you creativity points. I'm going to go 7-7
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you all.
with the final
20,
score.
22-6.
That's a good.
20 good.
Round of
I
applause.
think
Better
that
performances.
beat last week's.
That's one of your better
wow.
performances.
That's a good one, Matt.
I'm on a
now,
hot streak.
now back to this week in sports.
I'm on a hot streak. I have to keep it rolling. But yeah, I'm gonna hop into the NFL right now. A lot happened.
wow.
I'm gonna start with the AFC. The Kansas City Chiefs have taken over first in
Yeah.
the AFC at 12-1, followed by the Steelers at 11-2 and the Bills at 10-3.
They deserve it.
Yeah, the Chiefs have definitely established themselves as the top team in the league, and I think the Bills and Packers are definitely right behind. Probably I should say Packers and Bills, but I should
fair.
say they are right behind.
Here's my small hot take that I'm gonna do. The Steelers are going to lose this week.
To the Bengals.
To
That-
the Bengals.
That's bold. That's
Mhm.
bold.
I don't know.
Ryan Finley's he's gonna have himself a
He's
day.
back.
I don't think
He's
so.
back
Is
for his
he?
revenge.
Oh yeah, he is back.
I think if the Bengals had Joe Burrow,
They
the
would've.
Bengals would pull off the win.
Really?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
think
that.
So.
I would say
I,
it'd be
I
closer.
think that's
Burrow
just
got
me, but
killed by the
he
Steelers.
did.
he's coming for revenge.
Moving on to some pretty funny news, or the Jets remain winless and are well
That's
on the
funny.
way
That's
to
funny.
Very
a
funny.
to a 0-16
On purpose,
season.
right?
On
They're going for T-Law.
Tank
oh
for
boy.
Trevor. Tank
for Trevor. And another kind of funny moment that happened: Lamar Jackson in the game against the Cleveland Browns.
The game of the year, we should say.
Game of the
Yeah.
year came
So
down with a cramp, and he was running to the locker room like he just had some bad Taco Bell. What do we think about it?
I'm not buying the cramp.
I'm not buying
I'm
that.
not.
Yeah,
I'm not either.
he's holding true to it, but I just don't believe it.
I'm buying cramp without an M.
7.8. That's
Yeah,
Dang.
that was good. That was good.
He came back at a perfect time and led him to victory.
Yes.
Yeah, convenient timing,
Fourth down play.
Yeah, I was down like a decimal percentage of a point until that touchdown play.
Cool.
And then
Nice.
I won this
But are
week.
you in the playoffs?
All right,
Sadly
all
not.
right.
So it doesn't matter.
Sadly not. I got CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb.
Mr. Lamb, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.
Also, Lamar Jackson.
Oh, Mr. Lamar Jackson. we know it was just a cramp. If you want to speak about it on our podcast, just
We'll call you
shoot
up.
it. Shoot us a DM. I got a little off track there. I'm going to move to the NFC. The Saints and Packers are both tied for the best record in the NFC at 10-3, followed by the 9-4 Seahawks and Rams.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
Saints had
pretty,
a very embarrassing loss, I would
Yes.
say.
Yes,
Well,
that
I don't
was-
know.
Is Jalen Hurts
actually
legit?
Jalen Hurts was
He's looking
dealing.
good.
Jalen
He's
Hurts
looking
looked
good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can blame him. Maybe the Eagles are a lot better with Jalen Hurts, but
Carson Wentz to
Eagles
the
are back, baby.
Who's Carson Wentz going to go to next
Colts. I think so. As a
Ooh,
Colts
I can
fan,
see
I
that.
think
I
I'm
can
not
see it.
I'm not happy about that, but I think that's what's going to happen.
his career, he's not done.
Colts.
I think he's still a good
Colts
player.
Colts head coach
Just a bad
being Carson Wentz's former OC. I think there's definitely going to be connection there. I think he will end up on the Colts this offseason.
I'm just really intrigued to see what he can do on another team. I think he was stuck in a pretty bad situation
What a Super Bowl.
in Philly.
I think it's a bad situation already because I think there are a lot of good quarterbacks in this year's NFL draft.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
those
there is.
teams that might have gone after him, you know what? They can fall to the draft now. But guys like even Zach Wilson, Trey Lance late in that first round.
I have to agree with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna move on to college football now.
Did you just thank me after saying thank you?
Yes, I'm feeling
thank you.
thankful today. The top 4 teams stay the same in the college football playoff rankings, with Florida dropping to 7th after their loss,
Abysmal.
and,
That's
I
and
don't like
Cincinnati dropping to 9th for no real reason.
There was a
They
reason.
didn't play. They
They
didn't
haven't
play.
played.
Well,
But
they have
But
lost.
it's one of the worst
that is
ranked.
true.
They can't.
They
put-
should have called up BYU when they had the chance.
They should have.
Oh,
I do
yeah,
have
they
to
should
agree.
have.
It's one of the worst rankings I've ever seen.
Oh boy.
They're behind 2-loss teams, and a team that lost to Iowa or not Iowa, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Florida,
the Raging Cajuns.
Florida just had an off week. They lost because of a shoe.
I think they were focused on the Bama game before
Exactly.
before they finished
Yes.
the LSU
But
game.
now I think Bama. I'm not.
Coach O was doing the gritty,
But I
wasn't
think
he?
was he
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he was doing the gritty in the locker room.
Coach O was big hype after
I
his
think-
after his 4-5 season.
Yeah.
I think Alabama. Actually, I'll come back on this later when we. Then
Yes, we gotta.
I'll come back to it.
We will
put a
definitely
pin
come
in
back
that.
to it. I'm going to move on now to college basketball. Not much has really happened in college basketball this week, but Iowa and Michigan State have put the college basketball world on notice. They are
Iowa.
extremely
Wow.
dangerous.
Yeah, shout out Mr. Patrick Erickson with his Michigan State Spartans, but I
Yeah.
think Iowa.
Shout out Luca Garza.
Yeah.
Shout out Louis.
Either Luca. If your name's Luca, we would love to have you on the show.
to have you on the show.
Either Luca, either or.
Either
we'll
or.
take both.
They're,
At the same time, that'd be crazy.
that would be interesting for sure.
Taco
I'm gonna
Fall. We want him.
Give our weekly Kentucky basketball review for all
Oh.
the people that have been waiting for it. I haven't.
Yeah, me neither.
Even with a 20-plus point comeback in the second half, Kentucky
took the L.
fell short to Notre Dame by 1 point.
We
Depressing.
love
You know,
to see
they
it.
put up a fight. I'll tell you what, the other team in Kentucky, Louisville, they play Wisconsin this weekend, so
Ooh.
that's a prove me game.
Yes.
Also, Kentucky. They play.
Kentucky plays
we
North
played
Carolina.
North
play
Carolina
UNC
now.
this
Yeah.
weekend.
What's up with that? They have like 4 7-footers.
1-5.
They're gonna be 1 and
They're
7.
gonna be 1-7.
They're gonna be 1 7.
That's a good record.
Now, this is an interesting. Obviously,
More
they're
like
not.
7
That-
and
that's
1,
like
but
Penn State.
backwards.
That's like Penn State.
Obviously, they're not going to fire John Calipari if Kentucky
There is
does.
absolutely no
if-
way that
no.
he ever leaves.
If they somehow finish the season under 500, which I would
he's
give,
not
like,
going anywhere.
but I think he needs to get his stuff together.
Yes,
obviously,
he does, but-
what are
obviously,
you talking about?
All right, Mr. Cal, if
Do
you're,
you
if you're
think
listening,
it's-
love
do
to
you
have you
think
on the show.
do you think it's his fault?
what? No, I don't think it's his fault, but I think
So
he also.
is it a
I hate the way he recruits. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
He thinks getting guys with big wingspans and height is the key to success.
Yeah, I mean, he
Sometimes.
recruits. He
No,
recruits,
it's not.
No,
It's never
he
been.
recruits dunkers and he recruits
Yes,
athletes.
Yes.
A person he should have sought after a little more is Adam Kunkel.
God.
Oh,
If
yes.
if he was
Shut
on
up.
Kentucky, if Adam Kunkel was on Kentucky, he would be probably their best shooter right now.
Yes, that's true.
Adam Kunkel, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the
Yes,
show.
we would love to have you on the show. I know
But
I will
look,
have a
we-
friend reach out.
Can we take a minute? Every good Kentucky team I can think of has had that shooter.
Yes.
Every
Tyler
good team.
Eulis.
Yes. Tyler,
Yeah, wait.
Well,
So
Tyler Eulis,
Devin
That's the
Booker,
only guy I
Jamal
know.
Murray,
Booker.
Kyle
Jamal
Wilcher,
Murray. Yep.
Kyle Wilcher,
Darius Miller on that championship
Duran
team.
Lamb too.
Duran Lamb.
He was a shooter.
That team had 3, and they won the
Yes.
title. You need shooters. You need shooting
yeah,
to win championships.
I mean, dunkers aren't
to
gonna
win games, I
to
should
win
say,
games.
because this team isn't winning games.
I mean, obviously it's still early. There's probably like 20-something more games left in the season, so we just gotta, calm down. Let's just hope he rights the ship. I think it's
Calm
yes.
down.
Breathe,
yes.
breathe, Kentucky fans.
In
breathe
now.
once
Inhale.
SEC play starts. But
No,
I don't know.
SEC looks good this
I don't know if it's gonna get much easier. Tennessee's looking good.
Ooh.
Oh boy, Davis, if you're listening,
year. Yeah, they play defense.
Yeah,
Tennessee
they-
plays
they
defense.
play
and we,
best
and we don't play
defense in
offense.
the country.
defense.
And
Yeah,
we
we
don't-
don't want to play Tennessee right now. That may be like a 70-15 score.
I would say so.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Yeah, okay, I'll stop ranting now. That was good to get all that stuff off my chest.
Oh, actually, I just saw a stat. Luca Garza has scored 175 points
No.
in 50 minutes played.
Yeah, that is.
He's
crazy.
he's
my
very
gosh.
good. And in that one game, I don't remember who they played, but he scored like 14 or something like that, and they still won by like.
That was against
a
North
lot.
Carolina. He was
Yeah, and
shooting
they-
like
and-
3 for 18
And,
at some
and
point.
they
Yeah.
still won.
And they still won by a lot.
pretty easily.
By like 12.
And if that doesn't tell you about Iowa, then I don't know what does.
Yeah,
They're for real.
They're
they
scary.
set it on with that. That will wrap up this week in sports. I'm going to pass it on to my friend Blake
Thank you.
for podcast predictions.
All right, thank you, Matt. Now we have podcast predictions, and we're going to be going over the college football championship games happening this weekend. We're only going to do Power 5 conferences, but we're also going to do the AAC because that's a very big game for the playoff outlook. And so we're going to start off with the Pac-12, probably the least important game. And that's going to be Oregon versus 12 USC. And I very easily have 12 USC winning this game. I think they're very good. They've finally proven that they deserve to be ranked, and I think they win this game pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm also going.
Oh,
I'll
Tristan.
go. I'm actually going USC here. I'm actually put down score predictions for each game. I
Thank
think
you.
they're gonna win.
That's a nice.
Score prediction.
That's a nice.
I think
That's a nice.
touch.
That's a nice touch.
I think they'll end up winning 38-17.
Oh.
Okay. I like it.
Pretty big 3-touchdown win. Josh,
You know, I also have USC in this game. You know, I was one of those guys that was high on Oregon coming into the year, but obviously not so high on them now. I think USC is a pretty solid team, great quarterback. I think they end up winning the Pac-12 this weekend.
I have to agree with you. USC, I think they take care of business here. They'll take the Pac-12. They're having a pretty good year. I don't know if they'll get back to where they were in the early 2000s, but they're well on their way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have any. They don't have Reggie Bush this year.
No.
They don't have Reggie Bush. Mr. Bush. Well, any Bush. Any
know.
Bush.
Any Bush.
President Bush.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to sports. All right. We're gonna go to the Big
Sports.
12.
George Bush was a big sports guy, though.
Yes.
Yes.
George
he was.
H.W. Bush, I believe, played baseball for Yale.
I
couldn't tell you.
think
I
so.
can't
I could not
fact check you.
I
but-
think so.
Somebody fact check them in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the Big 12. We have 10 Oklahoma versus 6 Iowa State. And I actually have Oklahoma winning this game. I think they're back to playing good football. Spencer Rattler is still he's good. And he's
He's a youngin.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's a
young
youngin',
and it
really
shows,
A
but
youngling.
I think they take this game over an Iowa State team that is ridiculously overrated by the committee.
Love it.
I think
And,
that both teams.
Love it.
Not,
Love it, love it, love it,
not
love
as
it.
much.
They're
I don't
both
think
overrated. They're
Oklahoma's
both ranked too
as-
high.
Yeah, ranked
They're
too,
both ranked
too highly
high.
ranked. Yeah.
But I still think Oklahoma is definitely a better team than Iowa State.
I'm gonna go Iowa State here. I think they're gonna barely pull off the win.
What's your score prediction?
42-39.
high score.
Wow.
I think
Shootout.
it's gonna be a high score game. Yep. That's all.
Oh wait,
Josh.
Iowa State has Breece or whatever.
The running back?
Yeah, he's the leading
Yeah,
rusher right now.
he's pretty good.
I was kind of trying to think of Iowa State's players.
Yeah. You know, I also have Iowa State in this game for no particular reason, but just because they're playing football at the right time.
It's a 50-50 chance.
They have some losses that are not the best, but they have some wins that are decent. I'll give them the Texas game. That's always
The
a good.
Raging Cajuns.
That's always a good
They're
win
in
to
their
have.
head.
But
They'll never forget that Raging
they're
Cajuns.
playing good football at the right time, so I'm gonna take the Cyclones in this game.
I'm going to have to pick Oklahoma
I
here.
love that choice.
I think Spencer Rattler is a great dual threat quarterback, and honestly,
Future Heisman, you think?
Very possible. I think
I don't
he's
know.
a-
That is
he's a-
Heisman U.
I think he's a top 5 candidate for next year. I'm going to say that
Next
now.
year?
Put me down for
Really?
that. Put me down for that.
And
Ooh.
honestly, I'm just
He was a Heisman contender coming into the season as
Yeah,
a
he
freshman.
was.
he hasn't
as
lived up
Blake
to it.
said,
No.
both teams are overrated, and I want to see Iowa State get beat, and I hope UC ends up higher in the rankings than they do, just despite the college football playoff rankings.
All right, Matt. Thank you for that.
Oh, no problem.
Now we're going to move on to the Big Ten, and we have 14 Northwestern versus 4 Ohio State. And I definitely think Ohio State's going to win this game pretty easily, just like most past couple years in the Big Ten championship. They're going to win their 4th in a row, I think it would be.
Couldn't
And,
tell you,
don't
but
care.
but good for them. Sure.
Yeah,
care.
okay, well,
Don't care.
and I think this will lock their spot in the playoffs, whether people like it or not. The College Football Playoff Committee is going to put them in if they win this game.
I'm also going OSU here. They're looking really good, like they always do. Northwestern, they're good, but not good enough for OSU. Not to put up a good fight against OSU. I got OSU winning 48-24 here.
Yeah, I also have Ohio State in this game, and I also have this being an absolute,
Blowout.
yeah, absolute blowout. I'm not going to say slugfest because I don't think Northwestern's going to put up a lot of points, but I think OSU is
Ohio
going to
State.
put up a lot of
Ohio
It'll be a
State
one-way
defense.
slugfest.
That Ohio State defense is very suspect.
Yeah.
They're not. They got a lot of weaknesses.
But I think that offense will just have enough stamina, just keep them out of the game. I think Ohio State wins this game big, and I think this win, I'm not going to say finalizes their spot in the playoff, but I think it puts a good stamp on their future moving forward.
As much as I want to pick Northwestern to win this game, it's just unreasonable.
I'm the same way.
It's
I'm the
just
same way.
unreasonable. Ohio State's going to win this. I would honestly expect this to be a close game. Ohio State hasn't really played bad. I would expect them to kind of not come in quite prepared. It'll be a close game into halftime. Ohio State will pull away. In the second half, I'm going to have to give props to Northwestern for a great year, but their season's going to be over after this week. Ohio State will walk out Big Ten champions, sadly.
All right, now let's move on to our non-Power 5, Group 5. That's what they call them.
Group of five.
Group of
Is it
yeah,
group of five?
it's group of five, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna move on to
The
that.
only group of five game that matters.
Yeah, the
Yes.
only one.
Facts.
It's the AAC, and it only matters for one of the teams.
Yes.
But it's 23 Tulsa versus 9 Cincinnati. I said earlier, Cincinnati at 9 is one of the worst rankings I've ever seen.
Yep.
That is a top 5 team.
Is
Top 5, top 6.
it worse than
Top
Iowa
five.
State at
Top-
6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Top 5.
I think Cincinnati and Iowa State should switch.
I think Cincinnati. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and that Texas A&M can get that 5 spot.
Yeah.
But Cincinnati's a top 5, top 6 team in the country, a top 3 coach team in the country, and I think they win this game, hopefully by a large margin, just to spite
Yep.
the committee, and maybe possibly if worlds collide.
There's
or
no way.
if
No
the-
way.
if the planets
There's no
line up.
Everyone
possible
loses.
way.
If everyone
if
loses.
the planets line up,
up.
Cincinnati gets that.
Well, if
4
everyone
spot.
loses, Bama's in. Notre Dame's in. A&M or what I just say?
Oh shoot, A&M may be in if everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Possible.
It'd
Well,
be
it's impossible for everyone
Bama,
to lose 'cause
Notre
Dame
Dame,
can't.
A&M, and then Iowa State were following. Who's at 7? Who's at
Florida's a 7.
Florida? But they would lose. Who's at 8?
Ooh.
8 is Georgia.
Georgia
Man.
would get in.
Yeah.
I think
Georgia.
maybe. But there's I don't think
I
there's
don't
any
know.
way. I don't think
It's
there's any
too.
way. And Ohio State has to lose. So
Yeah.
after that happens.
Anyway, moving on. I got Cincy here winning
Love that.
34-28. I think,
Oh, close
What?
game.
I
huh?
think it's gonna be close. 34-28.
Close
I
game
think-
against UCF.
Like Blake said, I think they are ranked way too low. Not way too low, but like a couple spots.
Yeah,
three
they're not, like,
three spots,
24.
yeah. But anyways, I think they deserve a spot in the playoffs.
I
They're not going to get one, but they
won't.
deserve
But
one.
I think they deserve one. Josh, what do you have here?
I have a lot of respect for the University of Cincinnati football team. I have a lot of respect for Coach Fickle,
See you next
Just
year.
a Fickle.
He's out next year. And
Oh,
it's
who will-
such a shame.
who might be at the University of Michigan next
I
year.
sure.
I wish.
I would hate to see another career go to waste.
Anyways, I think UC wins this game by a favorable amount. I don't think they have any chance of making it to the playoffs, but I
it's
think
such a shame.
they had their chance to schedule just any game
Yeah, they did.
Coastal Carolina.
over the course of the year. They just didn't. They stayed with their AAC schedule, which doesn't get a lot of attention, and they paid the price. So it's cool. They're undefeated, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna have to also pick UC here. This is likely gonna be Luke Fickle's last game as UC's head coach. I think the players will really play for him. I think this will be an absolute blowout. They're gonna come out playing
No,
inspired.
they'll have their bowl game, right?
Yeah.
They will
Yeah.
have the ball. Well, they're going to come out inspired. I think they're going to try to spite the playoff committee for not really giving them a good shot at being one of the top 4. I think they'll come out and blow Tulsa out.
I like that take, Matt.
Thank you.
Now we're going to move on to the SEC, and it's a big one, I guess. It's 1 Alabama versus 7 Florida, and I have Alabama winning this game. Florida's coming off a terrible loss to LSU.
Yep.
And Alabama is playing, as good a football as they have in years. They're blowing everybody out of the water. They haven't played a good close game in weeks, if at all this year, really. I think Ole Miss might have been their closest game. And I think they beat Florida, maybe not by a lot, but they win.
I'm taking that pin back out. I'm coming back to it. I think Alabama might underestimate Florida here just a little bit because of their not so good game last week. But I got Alabama winning here 45-35. I think.
Really?
Yeah, and they're going to prove that they deserve.
There is not a
that
lot of
number
defense
one
in this
spot.
game. There's a whole lot of offense in this game. So
lot of.
I'm going to agree with you on the high scoring, but you know what? I've been
I know
saying
where
this
you're
since
going.
the
I know where you're
beginning
going.
of the year, before the season even started. I think I said Florida is going to make the playoff. Their only way to do so is by winning this game.
Yep.
I think Florida comes back angry. I think they come back hungry. I think they come back, looking for some Crimson Tide.
They're the Crimson
Blood.
Tide are elephants.
Blood.
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna take the tusks from the elephant.
Oh, yes, they
I don't know
will
if
do
that.
that.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Is that a bad thing to say? Maybe.
No.
No.
I think it's okay.
No, they do it all the time.
That's a good point.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's poaching.
Anyways,
it's poaching.
It
but
is. I think the Gators win this game.
This is going to be the new college football game of the year. Going to be
I
an
agree.
absolute
I agree.
shootout. And what's going to happen? The Florida Gators
Wow.
are going to win the SEC
This
championship.
is such a weird thing for a huge UK fan to be.
I can respect a good football
yeah,
team.
I like the SEC
Nah.
East.
Okay, whatever. I mean, I'll give it to you, but
Gators
I
chomp.
swear at the beginning of the year,
Gators chomp.
you were the biggest Florida hater ever.
What do you mean? He had them in the playoffs.
Gator chomp.
Yeah,
He did-
but
he
okay,
did.
I guess.
Gator
Fair enough,
chomp.
fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, this is going to be fun. You know what I say? Florida wins, Florida's in.
That's
And
one of the
I
worst
love it.
takes.
And I
That's
love
a
it.
great take.
That's one of the
Florida
worst
wins,
takes I've
Florida's
ever
in.
heard. One of
It's
the
going to
worst
be
takes I've ever heard.
beautiful. Are we
This is
all
gonna
going
be
to
like
meet
Auburn.
and watch this
This is
game?
gonna be like Auburn. This is gonna be like Auburn making the playoffs
Oh,
a couple
yeah.
years ago. Remember that? Because they upset Alabama and they had no business being in the playoffs.
Just like
Play-
Oklahoma every
Playoff
year.
committee,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
listening, please expand the playoffs.
It's gonna happen eventually. Just it's a matter of
This
when.
would have been the year to do it and test it out. I think
Yeah,
so.
just like the MLB.
Yeah, I think this was the year
And
to
the
do it.
NFL.
And just yeah.
NFL did it too.
All right, now we're gonna finish it up with the most
ACC?
important best game of the night, maybe the ACC. It's 3 Clemson versus 2 Notre Dame.
Part 2.
Rematch with T-Law. Trevor Lawrence is gonna be
He's back.
behind the center, I guess.
He'll be taking the snaps.
Yeah, taking this.
Behind the
And
center.
and people are gonna hate me for this, but I might be a bandwagon or not bandwagon bias.
Hi, you
It's
just said
okay.
bandwagon.
It's okay.
I
You
might
finally
be-
admitted it.
I might be biased for saying this, but I got Notre Dame winning this game. I think it's going to be just as good as their last game against Clemson, and I think Notre Dame surprises a lot of people and shuts them up for using Trevor Lawrence as an excuse, and that defense shuts them down. And Ian Book's been
Allowed 40 to a backup.
they're one of the best defenses in the country.
And he allowed 40 to a backup.
That's a Heisman favorite for next year.
Well, considering that was his second game ever playing in college.
Matt, you don't know
Yeah,
anything about football, so I just,
Yeah,
The difference between Trevor Lawrence, DJ, whatever, is huge.
Ugla-
it's
Likely.
huge, but that's just because Trevor
Point
Lawrence
proven.
is the best.
Point proven.
Let's see UK play against them, Matt.
That's
We're
irrelevant.
not-
That's
No,
irrelevant.
that's-
That is irrelevant.
We're not saying UK is good here.
No, that's the most irrelevant thing said all day.
I don't know why
Just
you're
move on.
hating.
Don't
No,
argue.
you're the
Let's
one who
move
just
on.
decided to hate, even
Blake-
though Notre Dame is definitely one of the best defenses in the country.
are we good?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. I think at Notre Dame, they are legit this year. Really good team, but I am going Clemson winning this one 40-33, and I think that both teams will end up making the play.
Similar to Florida, Notre Dame was also a team I predicted to be in my playoff at the beginning of the year. Although I think they can lose and still stay in, I think it's a very good possibility. I think Notre Dame wins the
I
ACC.
love that. I love
I
that.
think Ian Book has one of the best games of his
He's
5-year
playing good
career.
football right now.
Yeah, he's playing.
Ever since I talked trash about
Yes,
him,
he's playing the best football he's ever played in his.
winningest Notre Dame quarterback
You disagree
ever.
with that?
What, you don't think?
No, Notre Dame winning.
Oh.
Okay, well, darn.
Ian Book,
You were a
yes,
hoodwink.
he
You were a
is.
hoodwink.
Darn. Oh well. Yeah, I although I think 45 or was it 45 44 the deep was it for
I think it was. I forget.
They also
What?
went to overtime, so
Yeah. Oh, it was 2 overtime.
it's
it was
two overtime.
33. They scored 33 in
Yeah, but
regulation.
But you know Notre Dame put up points too, so it's not like it was just lopsided.
they won. Yep.
I think Notre Dame wins this game. I
love
think
that.
Blake makes a great point by Clemson fans saying, Trevor Lawrence, we have Trevor Lawrence who win this game. I think Notre Dame proves them wrong here this weekend.
This is going to be a really great game. It's going to be something that every football fan, every sports fan should tune into. It's gonna be a shootout. I think we can all agree it's probably gonna be a shootout with the high-powered offense of Notre Dame and Clemson. I think Clemson, when Notre Dame stormed the field, I think Clemson remembered that. And with Trevor Lawrence at quarterback,
at Notre Dame.
yeah, but still, I don't care. If
That's not that weird. I mean, that's like a normal thing that happens.
It's not that.
In this era, I think Clemson will remember that. And with Trevor Lawrence, I think Clemson will beat Notre Dame. This is going to be a very close game. It's going to be very fun. I say Clemson wins by less than 7 points. I don't know what the spread is, but it'll be less than 7 points.
It'll be less than 7.
And I think Clemson and Notre Dame will be the playoffs. Clemson at the 2, Notre Dame at the 4.
At the 4.
If they lose, they'll be at the 4.
Wait, so you said...
You think Ohio State will be in front of Notre Dame?
If they win.
What was your playoff
Say that again.
Alabama won.
I thought you said Florida wins the SEC.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
so
that's
Hey
so
now.
no, it would be
Hey now.
so Notre Dame would be out, and then Florida would be in. Florida win,
You
Florida's in.
think
That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Florida win, Florida's in.
That's right.
They're the 4th seed.
if you
Get
listen,
Notre Dame out of here.
If you,
Get 'em outta
if
here.
you,
No.
if any football fan agrees with that, then that just doesn't make
So,
any
Matt,
sense to me.
Give us your new playoff picture. Now that
So
we
2
corrected
lost
you.
Florida.
Here's my
to an
prediction.
unranked LSU
Remember
is better
that.
than-
Write it down. Alabama won.
Whoa. You say,
How is Alabama 1 if
Oh, shoot,
Florida
I forgot,
beats
I
them?
forgot.
Matt, come on.
Okay, we're
Okay,
gonna.
You
here we
were
go.
so
Hey, stop.
everyone.
Yeah.
Let's hear everyone's playoff. If we're just going to go like this, I'm
right.
interested to hear everyone's playoff.
I'll start.
Based on these predictions.
Yes, please stay.
Ohio
Consistent.
State will be the 1.
Oh my God, Matt! You realize
If they win?
you realize you have you just put the only undefeated team at 1 with the least amount of wins and the least proven.
Matt, so I'll help you out here. You say Clemson wins?
It's Clemson.
If Clemson
Clemson
wins,
Ohio
they're the
State
1.
1 and 2.
Okay, Clemson. Okay, that's
So
fair. That's
they
fair.
can flop 3. Who will 3 be?
3?
Florida, I can tell you right now, Alabama doesn't drop behind Florida for losing.
No, I don't.
So it would be 3 Bama, 4 Florida. That would be fun.
Ohio State at 2 is never going to happen. Not with 6 wins.
Wow.
But
I don't know.
that's one
with
of the
the,
weirdest.
with,
I
the,
have
with the Big Ten bias, the College Football Playoff Committee
The
has.
playoff
They
loves
the Big Ten.
They do.
They
Blake,
love the Big
Blake,
Ten.
playoff.
I have
Playoff
1 Alabama, 2 Notre Dame, 3 Ohio State, 4 Clemson.
Honest?
No.
I was just gonna.
4 Texas A&M. 4 Texas A&M.
A&M.
Ooh, I like
Wow,
that.
I
I would love to see Texas A&M get in, but the way I think the games are gonna go, I got 1 Bama, 2-3 is gonna be Notre Dame, Clemson can go either way, and then 4 Ohio State. Nothing's gonna change.
So, okay.
You have Clemson. Wait. Oh.
Like Clemson at 2 or 3, and
Okay,
like
yeah,
Notre
yeah,
Dame,
yeah.
they flip
All
flop.
right, my playoff. I think Notre Dame wins the ACC. They jump to 1.
I like that. Yeah. Okay, because you have Florida
Yeah.
winning.
Yes,
If they
because I have
do,
Florida
that
winning. I
makes
think
sense.
Bama. I think Bama goes to 2. Simply, I think Florida Bama is close, but I don't think a 3-point win or something like that can jump Florida from 7 like 2 or something like that. So I think Bama holds their ground in the top 2. I think they get 2. Ohio State at 3, simply due to the fact that they haven't lost and they have ranked wins. And I think Florida gets in.
Blake, I'll give it to you. Notre Dame, they have a high chance of making the playoff right now. As of now,
Matt, it's probably like 95%.
yes,
They would have to
it
lose
is a
by-
high
They
chance.
made it. It was only like 59. It was crazy.
Really?
Hey, USC has
They
like
had
a
USC higher than Notre Dame.
43%
Here's my
chance.
prediction. If Notre Dame and Alabama, if they win their first playoff game, it's going to be a lot like the national championship they played in a few years.
What was that?
Yeah.
2010, something like that.
2012, I think. Or it was a little.
It was
little
around
while
there.
ago.
Yeah.
that game.
Future
I think-
future
I
Bengal
think-
AJ McCarron made the Irish look like
AJ
fools.
McCarron.
And Manti
Hey,
Te'o.
Three-time
Yeah,
champion.
Manti
Manti
Te'o
Te'o's
with his girlfriend.
His girlfriend was out the game. I'm sure.
That's unfortunate.
imagine-
That whole story is unfortunate. His real grandma and fake girlfriend died in the same day.
Imagine if. Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry for your loss.
All right.
Sorry.
I think we
Your
need
co-
to.
our
I think we need to
condolences.
move on.
Yeah,
I
let's
think we
move
need to
on.
move
It's time
All
for a
right.
break.
Yeah.
So it's time for a break, and after the break, Josh is going to take over with guest the player again.
Alrighty, welcome to Guess the Player. You guys are, I'm sure, very familiar with the segment by now. I'm going to give these guys a little bit of hints, and they're going to have to try and guess what player I am talking about.
It's the name of the
Can't
game.
wait.
It is the name of the game.
So excited.
And today, to be focusing on NFL players.
Ooh, boy.
All right,
I'm ready.
starting out with the first one. He plays in the AFC, and he attended SMU in Texas.
SMU.
SMU.
What is
Oh,
he?
it's not.
Is he a wide receiver?
He is a receiver.
Well,
Is he in the AFC North?
He is not.
East.
He is in the AFC East.
East.
Stephon Diggs. I don't know.
No.
Is he?
He's
Is he a wide receiver 1?
No.
Wide receiver
Oh.
2.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Cole
Patriots.
Yes, Cole Beasley. That was good.
He seems like
Okay,
a guy to go
okay.
to SMU.
Yeah.
What?
He seems like a guy to go to SMU. With the beard.
Did you know he has more 100-yard games than Tyreek Hill this year?
Yeah.
He's been good this year.
Yeah,
he's been very
really
He's
good.
been doing very good.
A pretty good
Tristan obviously knows.
waiver wire pickup. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Very great.
Our second player plays in the AFC, and he attended USC. That's Southern California, not South Carolina.
Is he a running back?
He is not a running back.
Is he a wide receiver?
He is a receiver.
Oh. In the AFC
AFC.
North.
Michael
North.
Crabtree. I don't know.
He's in the North.
Juju
Michael
Smith-Schuster.
Crabtree.
Yes!
Juju! Juju!
loves
He's
to dance.
dancing.
He loves
Juju's
to dance.
dancing.
He loves to
How did Matt go from Michael Crabtree to the right answer?
dance.
Is Michael Crabtree even in the league
I
anymore?
couldn't tell you.
No,
No,
he's,
he's
What
old.
kind of guess is that?
Juju.
That's got it. That had.
The
Wow.
dancer.
That was either the dumbest thing ever or the world's best mind game. Because I'm like Michael Crabtree.
He tried to get you off topic.
I
and
knew.
bam,
I
right-
knew it
It
was.
worked.
I knew it was
It
coming.
Right to it. 1-1.
1-1.
1-0.
I have
Virtual
winning streak
handshake,
on like.
right? Virtual handshake.
Yes, because we have masks on. Our third player in the NFC, and he attended the University of Clemson.
You said
NFC.
AFC.
Wide
NFC?
receiver.
NFC
Wide receiver.
receiver.
Another receiver. Okay.
Yes.
Receiver
Oh.
Clemson.
Not Hunter Renfro. That's a good guess.
Ooh, that is a good.
Wow, Matt.
That's a good name to think of.
What?
You know, because there's
Hunter Renfro
there's a
is.
Hunter Renfro baseball player.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes
And
sense.
He signed with the Red
Is
Sox.
he in the North? NFC North.
He's not in the NFC North.
South.
Nope.
East.
Nope.
West.
West.
West. It is.
All right.
So he went to what college again?
University of Clemson.
Is he a wide receiver 1?
Yes, by far.
DeAndre
Oh.
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Now with the lead. Wow.
What?
Scary.
We got two more. This player. Oh, well, this might be a good. This could be a good one. I'm interested to see the guesses for this. Our fourth player in the NFC. He attended the University of Florida State or Florida State University because FSU.
Yeah.
Right?
Jameis Winston?
No.
He went to Florida.
Wait, what? Wait, NFC?
Mhm.
And quarterback,
Mm-mm.
running back,
Nope.
wide receiver,
Nope.
defense,
Yes.
linebacker,
No.
corner,
Yes.
Yo.
corner.
Corner in the
Corner
NFC.
Jalen Ramsey? I don't know.
Yes.
No way. I was gonna freaking say that. Are you freaking kidding me?
Not one.
No.
I'm the champ.
I'm the champ.
Not
just
the champ
gave it
is
to him.
here.
I just went. I went J.
I didn't hear you. I honestly didn't hear you.
I literally
Hey, now,
say it. I was,
the
I
last
was
one
in
is
the
always
middle
worth
of
3
saying it.
points.
Yeah. Should I make this for 3 points?
It's
I
always
don't know.
worth 3 points.
I mean, you can,
Hey,
but
you-
I'm taking
I was
the
so-
pride.
That's so.
I'm taking the.
I was
taking
gonna
pride.
say it, but I started to say Jameis Winston instead.
3-1-0.
Wow.
You know what? This one is worth 4
In
points.
my defense, Matt has gotten. Oh,
This-
never mind.
Hey, I don't want to hear
I won't
it.
bring it up.
This one is worth 4 points. I don't care. Mustin or Tristan, you can win.
I'm focusing.
You can
Locked
win.
in. I'm locked in. Here we go.
This one's worth 4 points. Score is 3-1-0. But you know, if it's worth 4 points, it's 0-0-0
We're all winners here.
for all the marbles. This player is in the AFC. He attended North Carolina.
Oh.
Huh.
Quarterback.
No.
Running back,
No.
Wide
Wide
receiver.
No.
tight end
Tight end is
in
correct.
the AFC.
In the AFC.
AFC,
AFC.
tight end, North Carolina.
North?
AFC North.
Alex Hooper, whatever.
No.
Eric
A-
Ebron.
North.
And Joe.
Mark
Eric
Andrews.
Ebron
Mark
is
Andrews.
Look at that!
7-1-0.
How the heck do you know who that is?
Eric Ebron.
How in the world does he
Eric
know who that
Ebron.
is?
Come on.
With a
Look
final
at that.
score of 7-1-0.
If-
Matt.
Get that.
Okay.
With the
If Matt,
I-
if Matt
I-
couldn't see the screen, then fair
He
play.
can.
I know, then fair play. Fair play. I mean,
I-
he surprised me today. He surprised
I
me
surprised myself.
today. And okay, 3 of the 4 you got were absolute gimmies that anyone could have gotten. But
Well,
I mean, you got him.
You didn't get him.
He got
Oh
him, so
my
fair
gosh.
enough.
I
but
just-
I'm
Well, you
saying.
didn't get him, so
He got the
clearly-
best wide receiver in the
Honestly,
league.
with Jalen,
Why didn't you get it then?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not holding it against them. I'm
with
just saying.
Jalen Ramsey, honestly, that's the only like cornerback I know that's not named Jesse Bates. So
He's a safety.
He's a safety.
Oh my
same
god!
and
I lost him.
He just beat
I
you
lost him.
7-1-0.
I lost him.
Wow, that was that was something to remember for sure.
I'm cherishing that. I have a 2-game winning streak.
And guess the player,
Yes.
which is extraordinary.
Because Josh.
Because Josh doesn't play.
It's all fun and games until I play again.
I would
Yeah,
almost have that.
and then it's a shutout.
You know
I
what?
started to say Jalen Ramsey.
You know what?
Oh my
Next
God.
time we do this, I'm gonna do it. I'll be in charge.
Nice.
Good.
I want to see a good competition
Nice.
instead of me scoring 0 every time.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
Hey, I did good the one time Blake wasn't here.
That's true.
Yeah, the 13
Blake,
podcast.
you want to take a vacation?
No.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley, new favorite player for Blake. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up Guess the Player. Matthew, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Man, feels good.
I'm gonna kick it
Feels
to a
good.
break. After the break, we got On This Day in Sports History and an edition of Outside the Box. Welcome back to the Fourth Inning Podcast. And before I hand the floor to Matt, on this day in sports, December 17th, 1961, Wilt Chamberlain of the Philadelphia Warriors, not Sixers.
Wow.
The Philadelphia Warriors score 78 points
Congrats, Wilt.
in the game, against against the Lakers. Not quite his 100, but 78 still.
It's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
That's got to rank top 5, I think, probably. Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh, it is.
It's got to be top 3.
I think Kobe's 2 with 81.
Yeah,
so,
and then that's
yeah.
3, I think. I think
I think first is 83.
It's 100.
It's 100.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's
That's
100
100
game. It's like the most famous
Sorry.
game ever.
with the poster.
Yeah, it's like the most
Oh,
iconic basketball
yeah.
picture ever.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Matt.
All right, thank you,
Your
Josh.
turn.
I'm going to hop right into the Outside the Box. This is our top 5 clothing brands.
Why not inside?
Because we, at the Fourth Inning
Inside the
Podcast, we
box.
work outside the box. We are creative.
Are we gonna
we
hop
are
into
different.
it?
We do
are-
everything outside of the batter's box.
Yes. Jinx. You owe me an Ice Mountain.
That's not very healthy.
An Ice
I
Mountain?
forgot about that joke.
Oh, I
forgot about that joke.
thought you meant Mountain Dew.
No,
Forgot
an
about
Ice
that
Mountain.
joke.
You owe me an Ice. Okay, but I'll move on. Number 5, I have New Balance. They're solely on my list because of the baseball shoes they wear.
Turf shoes there.
The turf
Cleats.
shoes, turf shoes and spikes that they wear. I'm a big fan of them. That's why they make it on my list.
At 5, I also have New Balance. Great brand for baseball guys. Cleats and turf shoes. I wouldn't say must-have, but they're great.
They're pretty good.
Yeah,
Great
great
cleats.
look, solid, clean.
I've been wearing New Balance cleats and turf shoes for past 3 years, and I'm probably not going to change anytime soon. So that's why they're on my list.
At number 5, I'm going American Eagle. I like my dress shirts. I'm a big fan of them, and they have one of the best dress shirts.
Better
Blake, what do you
than
find?
Gucci. Is it better than
He
Gucci?
couldn't say. We couldn't say. At 5, I have Under Armour. I grew up wearing Under Armour. Matt is
Hot
in
take.
shock.
Oh.
Matt is in shock. I don't wear much Under Armour anymore.
Baffled.
It doesn't change how they're a good brand and yeah, undershirts. I mean that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
Under Armour.
Based
Under
No,
the
not
Armour.
particularly. They're a little more.
He's gonna pull out the facts.
But
It's polyester.
I respect all opinions.
But not wrong opinions.
No,
I wouldn't say
I
that's a
don't
wrong
respect
opinion.
wrong
I-
opinions.
We used to have them on my top 5. We might find that some people don't.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have Under Armour in your top 5, don't comment because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it or see it.
I'm not gonna be commenting.
You didn't have nacho cheese Doritos in your top
Yeah.
10. And
Talk
now you don't
about
have
blasphemy.
You don't have Under Armour in your top 5. Blasphemous.
Did you have a Costco staple in your top 5?
Yeah,
though?
Costco,
You know,
Costco
actually,
staple.
today-
Is Under
like
Armour
5 of
Costco
them.
Today, my father and I went to Costco with my sister and my sister's friend,
Nice.
That's
and
cool.
we got Ruffles.
Okay, what's your 4?
When?
Okay,
When?
my number 4 is Adidas.
Adidas.
Adidas. It was an all day I dream about sports or soccer. I guess
I don't think
some
that's a real
people say.
thing.
I think it is.
No,
think it is
it's
a real
named
thing.
after a person. That
Well, either way-
climb mountains, and that's the shape of the logo.
Either way, I think
I think it's
it-
logo of both.
I don't
it was
think it's
name.
both. I don't think it's both.
because I don't think the guy's name would
It's,
just happen.
it's one or the other.
I think the only reason Adidas is past New Balance is because they have some decent sweatshirts. I don't like the way their sweatpants fit me, but obviously I won't complain very much. They're still comfortable, and I wear.
Hey Matt, the name Adidas came from the founder Adolf Dassler, also known as Addy.
Addy, if you're
He
listening,
used his nickname Addy
Addy.
as the first three letters of his last
Why do they
name,
call him Adolf?
Das,
Addy?
to create Adidas.
Addy,
Was
if
he a
you're
mountain
listening,
climber?
is he
I-
still alive?
Couldn't tell you.
Is he still alive?
If you want an interview, I'm just.
We're gonna ask him for an interview if he's still
He's
still
not.
alive
Oh
and
my
around.
God. No, he's definitely not.
He's
Alive?
a German entrepreneur.
Oh,
Interesting.
All his pictures.
Oh,
No,
he died
German?
almost 50 years ago.
Did he climb
Hey,
up?
what about his son?
Shoot.
His son. We don't.
Look
We
up-
can't assume he has a son. His kid.
Yeah, that's
We'd,
good.
we'd like an interview with you.
If you're related to Adolf,
Mr.
Adolf.
Mr. Adolf, if you're related to him, please, we would like it.
Oh, please get more specific.
Not wait. They're
What's his last name?
the German
Dazzler.
German
he's
entrepreneur.
a German cobbler, inventor, and entrepreneur. There's no mountain climbing involved.
If you're related to Adolf from Germany, that is an entrepreneur.
As I just said, yes.
Please come and talk. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Matt,
got,
what do
you,
what do
you got the floor.
Oh, you
Josh.
got
you got the
Ma-
floor.
Josh, what do you have?
Oh, boy.
That was interesting. Okay, my number 4, American Eagle. Big fan of their jeans.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
They're
jeans.
Actually, the only
The
pair of jeans I wear are from not one pair. I have multiple pairs. Only types of jeans I wear come from American Eagle. Great store for jeans.
Here, I'm a little late, but it's the three stripes come directly from those seen on early Adidas sports shoes, but also form the shape of a mountain, which represents the challenges athletes face.
Well, good for him.
Nice.
So I was wrong.
Good for
Nice.
Adolf.
We were all wrong.
Well, that wasn't actually Adolf. It was
At
Okay.
number
designer.
4, I am going with New Balance. I've been baseball shoes, turfs, moldy cleats, metal spikes, whatever. I like their shorts too, but I really got into them about 4 years ago. And yeah, Blake,
Nice.
what do you have? 4.
At 4, I have Adidas.
Oh, wow.
I mostly because of the shoes. I currently my
Your kicks.
my
Your
my,
collection.
my
Your current kicks.
my current like dailies, I guess you would call them.
Dailies.
Are
Dailies.
the ones I wear most often.
Oh.
Yeah, actually. are Adidas shoes, and yeah, I have them at 4. I had a call.
I have North Face. They make really great winter jackets, really good sweatshirts, just great winter apparel. If you need a really comfortable and warm sweatshirt or jacket to wear over winter, I would recommend North Face. They're really, I think
Oh,
they.
thanks for your recommendation, man.
They-
I'm
I'll
gonna
buy
I'm
one.
gonna go out and
Oh,
get
wait.
some.
I'm
they're
actually
really,
wearing
they
one
really,
right now.
They
so.
really appeal to their target market very well and efficiently.
What's their target market?
Their target market is people that are cold.
But that
Is that why they make T-shirts?
Yeah, Matt, is that why they make t-shirts?
That's brilliant.
Well, most of their apparel
keep you warm?
happens to be jackets.
I don't know about that.
sweatshirts.
I
I mean,
eh,
if you've been to their
Sure,
stores.
I guess.
That was their
That's what
original.
they market the most.
Yes, that is what they market the most.
You don't see a North Face commercial for
For
t-shirts.
like
No.
or like
Yeah.
bikinis. There's no North Face bikinis. Actually, are there?
There's
No.
gotta be.
Oh, we're
There's
not
gotta
getting-
be.
we're not
North-
getting into
No,
this
there's gotta be
again.
like North Face swimming trunks
Yeah.
out there somewhere.
North Face bikinis.
Matt,
Why are you so interested?
this is so weird.
He's gonna get North Face bikinis
cares?
for his
No, there's
future
not.
girlfriend.
Nope.
All
I
right.
never said the word was.
Once again, ending on the awkward note. My number 3 is Under Armour. Matt, I know Matt loves Under Armour. I love my athletic wear.
Rep it,
take
rep
it's
it
a
right
3.
now.
Oh,
I am repping some Under Armour. I love Under Armour. Great athletic wear.
Yes.
Clothing. Love their sweatshirts. Love their t-shirts. Love their long sleeves. I even have some of their shorts. Great brand. I even used to have some of their socks, but I'm a big Nike sock guy now.
Ooh.
Under Armour, great brand. Had to put it on my list. Have them at 3.
Number 3, I'm going Adidas. Like Blake, I love their shoes. Pretty good shoes. Shirts in clothing brand.
I'm not a
or
big fan of
clothing.
their
It's
shirts.
all right. It's not great. It's more for like the younger
Yeah.
audience. Like the because
Yeah, they
they
love
have a
the
lot
neon.
of
They
neon.
do a lot of neon.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
love the neon.
love.
And it's soccer, and we're not big soccer lovers.
That is
It's
true.
mainly soccer.
That is true. Blake,
Yes.
what do you
My
have at
number 3, I have American Eagle for the same reason Josh did. I pretty much the only jeans I've owned for the last 5 years have been American Eagle. I also do own quite a few of their tops, I guess. It's like jackets, hoodies, and shirts, and They're underwear. That's another one.
Oh,
underwear, their
yes.
underwear is
Forgot about
unmatched.
that.
It's unmatched.
It is.
It's,
That is
and
true.
TMI.
What?
TMI.
You just looked up North Face bikinis.
But
That
that
is
was
true.
that was for educational
the other
purposes.
gender.
Maybe I'm educating people that if they're not wearing American Eagle underwear, then
Maybe
they're
they
wrong.
didn't know. Maybe someone doesn't know that
Respect
they have
other people's
underwear from
opinions.
American.
I never
Yes, Matt.
disrespected them.
I think this is an opinion we should respect right here. Number 2, I have Nike.
Wow.
Honestly,
listen to that. Oh, you know it's at one. You know it's at one.
honestly,
Obviously.
I am not a big fan of Nike. I'm not a big fan
Why
of
is
their
that?
Then why is it
shirts.
at 2?
Why is it 2 then?
The things that I buy, I respect. I respect the
Okay.
quality a lot.
That's fair.
I mean,
What?
they do things with their ad campaigns that I don't agree with.
Nah.
But obviously, I will not take that personal. I look at the product
you
and
have-
the product only. The only shoes I wear, like my daily shoes, are Nike Elite socks for basketball games. Overall, just feet apparel and even Nike shorts. They're high quality and they're probably the second highest quality shorts you can get.
Alrighty, my number 2 is Adidas, mostly because of their shoes. I used to be a big Adidas guy, clothes wise. I still have a few shirts, but mostly because of their shoes. That's why they end up on my list, and that's why they're so high. Big fan of their shoes.
Number 2, going North Face. They really keep me warm in the winter time. They have many great jackets. I'm actually wearing one right now. I have many T-shirts from them and hats, and I just love the brand.
Do those
Blake,
T-shirts keep you warm in the wintertime?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Somewhat, not really. Mostly a jacket.
That's what the jacket's meant for.
Yes.
Yes.
Double. They make the shirts that you buy to keep you cool. Then they'll make
Smart
you get the jacket.
marketing.
What a
I
plan.
don't think shorts make you cool.
Shirts.
That's what shirts.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
They make you cold,
Yeah.
They don't make you. No, they don't.
Well, they don't make
like
you
in
warm.
the winter time.
Well, I mean,
Just move
They
on.
make you cold, so you have to buy more.
It's better to wear a shirt than nothing in the wintertime.
Yeah.
exactly.
True.
Yeah, so shirt warms you up more than it without.
So
one.
if you don't have any
But at the
shirts
same-
to buy,
Okay,
have
whatever.
any shirts
Blake,
in the
what-
wintertime, buy
Blake,
North
Well,
Face.
at number 2, I'm gonna agree with you, Tristan. I have the North Face at my number 2. Hoodies, jackets, t-shirts. I don't have any undergarments. I don't know. That's underwear, isn't it?
Yeah, undergarments.
That's underwear. I mean, like anything like shorts, pants, all that stuff. But they're very high quality, very nice, and I like them a lot. That's why they're 2.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Uh, if you-
If
If you think we've missed any brands, please comment down below.
We'd love to hear.
We would love to hear your input. We need some comments, please. I'm asking nicely.
Please.
I'm doing the puppy eyes. But number 1, Under Armour.
Oh,
It is
God.
Under Armour, the best clothing brand out there.
Why?
The highest
Yeah, why is
quality
that?
of every
Why is
single
that?
clothes, the widest variety and the highest quality.
Widest variety.
The
Yes.
whitest.
They don't
Only-
have
They
jackets.
only sell.
Yeah,
they
they do.
only
I have
sell
an Under Armour jacket,
t-shirts.
yeah.
Really?
They pretty much only sell like.
I'll tell you what I have.
That's not very-
I have Under Armour shorts,
No.
sweats.
Every brand sells.
I will
Well-
say my winter jacket is Under Armour.
Look at that.
I'm gonna have to
I
say,
mean,
yeah.
I'm probably the biggest Under Armour fan right now. I'm probably wearing multiple layers of Under Armour right now. I mean, they make the best top wear shorts and sweats. They make the best undergarments, compression shorts, Under Armour. I mean, it's just-
my compression pants are Under Armour.
I
Yeah,
mean,
mine too.
Fair enough.
they never fail to
Not
impress
number
me.
one.
Even though their quality is kind of
You
gone
just said
down.
they have the best quality.
No, even though their quality has kind of gone down in the
Over
recent
the
years,
years.
it's still better than any other brand.
That's
Really?
It's just
doesn't make
it's
sense.
fantastic. Under Armour. If you are listening, we would love to get your owner on the show for an interview, and I would.
Good luck with that.
And
Jeez.
I would love a sponsorship just to wear just for the
think?
Fourth Inning podcast.
And like winter, it's like winter.
like winter.
Yeah.
Now watch my drive. Joshua, what do you have?
My number 1. I'm not gonna talk about their production and their the quality.
Let's just not get into it.
Yeah.
Just not get into it.
But I'm talking about quality.
Nice and simple.
I'm not gonna get into that. It's a number 1. Due to the fact that I have a lot of stuff from this company. It is Nike. Nike is my number 1. I have plenty of sweatshirts, plenty of shorts, plenty of long sleeves, plenty of t-shirts, and I'm a big fan of their socks. I even have a few Nike shoes, but I always have Nike socks on. Not right now actually, but
Don't put
He's
him
got
on
the low
that.
cuts.
I'm wearing ankle socks right now actually. But every time I wear higher socks, they're always Nike. Huge fan of their sweatshirts. multiple variety. They have like the slimmer. What are they? The slimmer sweatshirts. They're not like sweatshirts, but they're like. It's not a pullover, but it's a hoodie, but
Without the hood.
No, it's a hoodie, but it's just like really light.
Yeah,
Like
I
what
know
you're
what you're
wearing.
talking about.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
like exactly what I'm wearing. Like what is this called?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
A
that's-
light sweatshirt. I don't
Just
know.
a
A hooded
hoodie.
long sleeve shirt.
Yes, a hooded long sleeve
Okay,
shirt.
yeah.
They have plenty of those.
That works.
Hooded
That's
Albert.
what it's
And of course they're hoodies. So Nike's my number one. Love Nike. Tristan, what is your number one?
Agreeing with you here, Josh. Number one
Nice.
is Nike. You covered it all.
Nice.
I also have a bunch of their products, a couple of their shoes, and I always wear their socks. The socks are my favorite.
Socks are really. You more of a white sock guy or a black sock guy?
You're a
More,
White Sox
I'm gonna be
guy.
more of a white sock guy.
Really?
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
because I
going
have
with-
I have more white shoes, but I have to have black socks because work and all that. In baseball, I wear
Yes.
the black socks during baseball.
You do
Will you-
not want to wear
will-
white socks during baseball. You know.
Oh
Actually,
my gosh.
I-
Easiest way to
My
yeah,
left
ruin
sock is actually stained from the baseball dirt.
I
I
have
made a
couple
big
like
mistake
that.
at practice.
I have a couple like that.
Yeah,
Like,
all my
mine-
white socks are stained with dirt and blood.
Blood.
Okay, Kurt Schilling. Okay, buddy.
No, I'm just saying. It's just like,
All right, my number one. I'm agreeing with Josh and Tristan. It's Nike by far, the actual most versatile and whatever you want to call it brand.
Broad type
Yeah,
brand.
most yeah. And I mean, I own every piece of clothing.
Really?
Not-
Every single.
Every possible
every color, every size,
every possible piece of
every
of
size.
clothing that you could wear. I own in one thing minimum of Nike. I own lots of their
Headbands?
socks. Yes, I do. I have a
Wow.
Nike headband.
Gloves?
Kind
Like
of.
football gloves?
Kind of.
Wow.
No, I don't have. I don't play football.
Baseball
anymore.
gloves? Do you have
I do have Nike,
Nike?
baseball gloves.
really?
Yeah.
Like batting gloves or like an actual
Batting
glove?
gloves.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't have the actual baseball.
you said gloves like plural.
Yeah, I meant like batting gloves.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, Nike is my number one. I mean, it's pretty easy, and yeah. So that's it. Matt, you want to wrap it up?
I will wrap it up, and obviously with that will wrap up the 21st episode of the Fourth Inning Podcast. We hope you enjoyed listening to this one. We hope you like, subscribe, comment, follow all of our social medias, do all that fun stuff. Have a happy holidays, guys. Stay safe. We love you, and remember to get 4% better every day.
See ya.